Hi, everyone, and welcome to Kaptivate's Pivot and Thrive series, where we highlight real stories of resilience, reinvention, and new possibilities. Today, I'm chatting with Gena Gesing, a seasoned consultant with deep experience in K through 12 and higher education, career and technical education, workforce development, and career readiness. Welcome, Gena.
Thank
Let's
you,
dive
Jen.
in. You're very
Yes.
welcome. So, Gina, what shifts are you seeing in education and workforce development, and how are those changes affecting your business?
A lot of shifts, Jen, right now. So a lot of funding sources are not there any longer that we kind of relied on, and that's impacted my business directly. And a lot of uncertainty about what the future is going to be of some of those funding sources we've always relied
Mhm,
on. Perkins, for instance, WIOA, where are these things going to stand in the future as funding for us? We don't know. So we're needing
mhm,
to pivot and be innovative, strategic about how we can still really be competitive in our
mhm,
communities to drive workforce development, career readiness, and continue to thrive
mhm.
financially, economically, drive economic development and workforce initiatives. It has impacted my business. We're going to keep moving forward, like you said, really think about the resources that you
Mhm.
have. How are you going to collaborate? How are you going to ensure your community, your local region, your state are in a position to be able to
Mhm.
continue your efforts despite maybe funding shifts or
Mhm.
uncertainty about the future of where that funding might come from?
Definitely not an easy time with all of that funding uncertainty, and at a time when investment in workforce development and the
Correct.
future is so critical. To
Absolutely.
see kind of people pulling back a little bit when they should be
Mm-hmm.
doubling down. Hopefully people will start to re-engage again.
There's
um,
such a still a need for a skilled workforce.
mhm.
And, it's important to continue those efforts and figure out how to be able to do that,
Yeah,
make
which
the
is
impacts
great.
we're making. Yes, without
Yeah.
without that source that we had in the past for funding those efforts.
Yeah, so I think that's a great segue into my second question. How are you reimagining your services in response to these changes? And what does the new direction look like for your business?
Good question, Jen. So one thing I'm really passionate about, I guess I would say, is not saying like, here's the solution. First, it's so important to figure out where you are now, what your resources are,
Hmm.
who your partners are, and where you want to go. What are your goals? Before someone just says, this is how you should do it, that's not a one solution fits all, right? Every community is different, every situation is different, and we want to be collaborating, not
Hmm.
competing to ensure that we have our career ready, career connected communities up and running. The other thing I'm working on is a easily accessible, quick career content. It will be totally free to start with. Working on the back end of that now, but hoping that that can launch May-ish, hopefully. Everyone can use. It will be authentic, real life
Hmm.
career stories that educators, students, parents, caregivers, anyone can really access. Also, a great way to highlight the businesses that participate and what they are doing to ensure that students are learning about careers in a age range, hopefully for like fifth, maybe even up to seniors who aren't sure what they
Hmm.
want to do. Great way to jump in and just do a little bell ringer activity about, hey, here's what I do. Here's why it's great. Here's
Hmm.
maybe why you would want to do this too. And it'll be just a quick way for some career awareness activities at a variety of ages. So in
Hmm.
development coming soon, hoping that will drive, right? That's part of my marketing
Hmm.
plan. Hoping it'll
Hmm.
drive some interest in what I do and the services I can provide, and in being a thought partner to move their workforce development, education, community, career connected learning initiatives forward.
It's great. Yeah, and I love that in part of your pivot that you're thinking about those younger grades, there's not as much of a focus as we'd probably like to see or need to see in order to make
Mhm.
sure that, as students progress, they can't major in something if they don't even know that opportunity exists, or they can't want to be a specific type of job if they don't know that job even is a possibility. And so engaging them in middle school and doing that career exposure is such a great pivot. So,
Absolutely. And there's a big shift too. Our students
mhm,
want to know typically the path they're going to take before they invest in
mhm,
post-secondary education, the time and of course the cost of
mhm.
that. They want to know what the outcome is going to be. So that early exploration, so they can
Yep.
really take that entire pathway to where they want to be is just so important. And those are the systems we want to be building.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes it's about finding out where they don't want to be. I was
Absolutely.
that kid. I was like, I'm going to be a doctor, and look at me now. I clearly didn't go to medical school. Looking ahead, how would you see this shift positioning your business and the communities you serve for long-term success?
What I'm really seeing is even more collaboration, more partnerships. Everyone needs to work together to ensure we continue to serve our communities, find the success we need, move CTE forward so we have those skilled trade positions that are so needed in every area of the nation. What are we going to do if we don't have someone to come fix our plumbing or someone to fix our car? All of those pieces are so important, and we want to find the best ways for everyone, not just students, right? Adults career pivot too. And how are we making opportunities available so that everyone knows what's available? What is here? What careers can I go into? What do I like to do? What talents do I have that I can bring to that? And for my business, it's putting that all together, strategically thinking about what this community has to offer, the successes they have, and what it'll take to move their goals forward.